Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I was not planning on doing this video, so I'm not gonna edit it in any way. I'm not gonna add the intro or anything. A couple of days ago I got a shipment of watches, and in the Swedish Facebook groups I had a request from a couple of guys. They asked me to please, can't you do a video in Swedish again with your pipe, the pipe that I started out doing videos with. And I thought, yeah, okay, I'm gonna do a unboxing in Swedish. So I did it and I posted the video on the channel, and immediately I got a couple of messages from people asking me, we can't understand you, we want the unboxing in English. So I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna do the unboxing in English so we can take a look at these cool watches. We have two G-Shocks, we have one Tag Heuer, we have one Davosa, and we have one Phoebus. So let's do the unboxing. Oh, before I forget, today I'm wearing the $50 Casio, my spontaneous summer purchase. I think it looks really good on this. It's kind of a Marine Nationale stretchy band, and it's really comfortable, doesn't weigh anything. I don't feel it on my arm. Perfect for a day in the yard doing some work. I have to repair my, actually I have a robot lawnmower, and the bastard cut the cord on one place today, so I had to fix that. And I'm not the most handy of guys, so it took a while for me to do that, but it's fixed now, I hope. So, but anyway, let's get down to the video, and I'll see you when the camera flips around. Bye. Okay guys, here they are. 5 boxes, 5 different watches, and we're gonna do the unboxing. And here we have it. The cheap ass Casio, $50 on a cool stretchy strap. I really like it for what it is. But let's go on with the unboxing. Actually, we'll take away this one. We'll take away that one. We'll take away this one, and we'll take away this one, and we'll start with the Phoebus. I've reviewed a couple of these, and I still haven't learned how to pronounce the name in English. Phoebus, but I want to say Phoebus. Anyway, I did the review for the PY007, the black one. I just couldn't stop thinking about that watch, and I had to buy myself one. And this is the blue one. Actually, I'm gonna do a pretty cool thing. I think it's cool anyway. I've ordered a black bezel insert for this one. So I'm gonna have a unique PY007 with the black ceramic insert and the blue dial. I think that's gonna look really cool. But here we have it. It's the same watch as the PY007 A, I think the black one is called. This one is called B because of blue. I'm gonna do a review of this watch coming up this summer. 40 millimeters, sapphire glass, ceramic ring, Miyota movement, 300 meters water resistance, great bracelet. The only drawback we have on this watch is the clasp. It's first of all, I think it's too much with the, I don't know what this part is called, but the lock system, and having those two push buttons there. I think it would be enough with one of these solutions, either this one or keep those, or take one out of it. We don't need both. I'm sure it's more secure, but I don't think it's necessary. I really like when the clasp is a little longer, a prolonged clasp on this one. Actually, I might get some kind of a second part clasp. Maybe there are some out there that fit this watch. But it's a really cool watch with a really great bezel action. as you can hear, we have basically no play. Yeah, we have some play, minimal play, nothing now, minimal play, and it's a great looking watch. And the blue is kind of a good summer color. Let's take this off, and I'm going to show you it to you on the wrist. Here it is, $300, and it looks mighty fine. I think this looks mighty fine. Let's get it going. Can we have that second hand moving a little? Come on. Start it up. Oh, come on. Move. There we go. There we go. Great loom on this watch. AR coating on the underside. It's a cool watch and it looks really good. So let's get on to the next one. I'm gonna take, and here we have it. It's a G-Shock with a little dent in the case. And it's really cool G-Shock because this is the now famous Casio. It's a really popular model right now. And when I saw that they had it in red, I just had to buy it and try it on. Let me put away the box over here. There we go. And here we have it. The Casio in red. Red is my favorite color, but I'm still keeping the sticker on. I mean the tag, because I'm really unsure if I'm gonna keep this watch or if I'm gonna send it back. I love the red and it looks great on my wrist, I think, but I don't know if I'm able to pull it off in this red color. You know, when we buy things, we just want to love them so much, but way back in our brains, we know that we might not use it as much as we want to. We have the dates, the days right there. We have no second hand on this one because the seconds are ticking right there. It's a really cool dimension on this dial with those raised hour markers. It looks great. 200-meter water resistance. Let's put it on and see how it looks on the wrist. What does this tag say? G-Shock carbon core guard, shock resistant, 20 bar water resistance, double LED light, world timer, daily alarm and timer. Functions that I'm never gonna use, but still cool that they are there. Here we have it. Casio carbon core guard, Japan movement, cased in Thailand, stainless steel back. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to pull this off in camera because I always have a little hard time with these Casio rubber straps. There we go. Put it in place right there. And there we have it. And you know, personally, I'm gonna set this one. Personally, I think that my tattoos complement the watch, or the watch complements the tattoos. It looks great. I have a bunch of red on my arm. The watch is red. I think this looks good. And I think I'm gonna be able to pull it off. But I'm not sure. What do you guys think? You know, when I was gonna get my hand tattooed, I actually thought about how it was gonna get perceived by the viewers in my videos, because not all people like tattoos, but it's my channel, it's my arm, so I figured, go for it. If they like it, they like it, and if they don't, well, they just don't. There it is. I think it looks great. Sits really flush on the arm, doesn't weigh anything. I think it's like 50 grams or something, and I think it's a perfect summer watch. They really hit the nail on the spike. Is that what I call hit the spike on the nail? They really may hit a home run with this one, the Casio. I've seen it in the all black version, and they have a green version, and I think you can change these. Yeah, I'm going to show you that. I missed that because they're really easy to swap, the bands. You see they have a simple release system there, so you can just swap these out for different colors, and yeah, a cool watch. Let's take a look at the next one. Here we have another G-Shock Burton. Cool box. This is some kind of a limited edition G-Shock. We have the regular paperwork. We have a fancier box. It should be fancier because it's nearly 4 times the price of the other one. Burton, G-Shock Burton. I don't know if you know Burton, but I know them. They're a clothing company, and I think they do a lot of snowboard gear and ski gear and skateboard gear and hats and stuff like that. And I appreciate the brand. I really do. I think it's a cool brand. I think they're in the likes of O'Neill and a lot of other extreme sport dedicated brands. Burton. Here we have the watch, and this is a cool one. This is a Mudmaster, but a Burton limited edition. You see the pink details, and this is a big ass watch, a really big watch. I've had a Mudmaster before, and I've had the Frogmaster, and I sold them because they were just too big, and I think this watch is going to be too big as well. But when I saw it, I just had to buy it and try it out. You know, in Sweden we have the benefit of if you keep the tags and if you don't change anything, if you don't swap the bands, and you keep the plastics on, you can send them back. You have a 14 days trial period, as long as you keep the watch in mint condition. Bluetooth, shock resistant, mud resistant, 20 bar, quad sensor, compass, altimeter, barometer, thermometer, step counter, Bluetooth link, world time, super illuminator. A lot of functions that I'm never gonna use. I forgot to show you the light on the Casio, but it's not really visible in this sunny weather out here. Actually got a little cloudy right now. Let's see how it looks on the wrist. And this is, I'm gonna have to take it off camera. I'm sorry, I can't do it in camera. I'm just not that good with my hands in this awkward position behind the camera. Here it is, and as you can see, it is a big one. But the benefit with these, the great thing with G-Shocks is that even though they're huge, and I think this is a huge watch, it still feels like you're wearing nothing because of the low weight. It's actually, I feel it obviously, but it still weighs less than the Phoebus. I think this is about 150 grams, 160. And I don't know, I think I'm thinking this isn't even 100 grams actually. I have to do it like this because I don't want to peel off the plastic there, because I haven't decided on this one, but I'm pretty certain it's going back because it was just a little too thick for my liking. You know, I like to wear, I don't mind big watches, but I like to be able to put on my jacket or a long sleeve without the watch interfering, and I think this is just gonna be too much, a little too much. And there's my hand, sorry for the reflections. And I forgot to show you, this is a cool thing here on the clasp. We have the Burton Mountain, and this is some kind of black or really dark silvery material. And this white on the bracelet, on the band, is supposed, I've read about it, it's supposed to be some kind of snowy treetops or snowy mountains in Canada or something, I don't know. But it's a cool watch. And on the back we also have, just as on the Casio, carbon core guard. I really don't know what that means, but I'm gonna talk about it in the video that features this watch. I mean, in the review. I think that maybe this material here is made of carbon. I don't know. Okay, it's had enough of time. Let's take the next one. And Davosa. I really like homage watches. You know, I have my Rolex GMT Master 2. I like having an original watch with an original design, but I don't mind homages. And you've seen that on my channel. I don't mind them at all. As long as it's not a replica or some kind of watch pretending obviously to be another watch, it's fine by me. They have their own name, they have their own brand history, they're having 1 or 2 or 3 models that are obvious homages, but they also have other models in their lineup that look totally original, and that's fine by me. So you know that I have the Steinhardt Ocean 1 GMT, and I really like this watch. It has some drawbacks, but overall I really like it. But I'm gonna show you this right here. I'm gonna show you why I bought this one. I really like the Rolex Submariner, but I feel that right now I have my GMT Master 2, I have my Tudor, I just can't afford to buy a Rolex Submariner, and I really want the new one with the maxi case. So this for me is a perfect compromise. We have the box in the box, paperwork, everything there. I'm gonna show it to you in the real video. This is just the unboxing experience. Really nice box. There we have it. The Davosa Turnos 200 meters. And I'm sorry for the noise over there. It's my kids and my wife. I think they're talking about dinner today. You know, I've had Steinhardt's, and the Phoebus is also a Submariner homage, and I had the Gino Ocean Rover, but this watch is beautiful. Vikan, kan du stänga dörren? Sorry about that. Here it is. Davosa. I'm just gonna pop up the crown and take the hour marker away so you can see. I'm gonna mess up the time. It was configured to the right time. It doesn't matter. Let's do it. It's all for the video. Davosa Swiss Turnos Diver 200 meters automatic. I like the bigger crown. It reminds me of Squale. Yeah, I forgot to say, I've had a couple of Squales as well. Those that I had are also homages, except for the Tropic GMT. But this is a beautiful watch, and I really like the company history and the personal service that you get. Really like the bracelet. I like the clasp. Pretty good, pretty subtle printing there. Davosa, nothing special. Screwed links. We have a diver's extension right here, and I think it looks like a double diver's extension, because I've had watches with diver's extensions before, but this was really long. I don't know why, but case back, Davosa. This is from their ceramic collection. So we have a ceramic bezel insert, sapphire glass, 200 meters, great cyclops, and really great bezel action. And you know what? This is what I'm thinking about. I'm really just I'm just gonna keep one of these watches. I don't need two of them. I have two GMTs with the Rolex and the Tudor, and I don't have a real diver. This is supposed to be, but there are some pros with the Steinhardt, and there are some pros with the Davosa, and I'm going to talk about them more extensively in another video, in a special video for that purpose. But I can just touch upon them right now. The Cyclops is way better on the Davosa. It's, as you can see, put it in the camera there, it's really good. On the Steinhardt, even though the minute hand is there, it's not, I'm gonna take away the minute hand. Just give me a second. Pop it out, take it away. There we have it. There it is. I mean, you can see the differences, right? This is much better on the Davosa. Ceramic ring, sapphire glass. Lume is way better on the Steinhardt. There's no competition there. The Steinhardt wins in the lume department. No competition at all. Bracelet is the same quality. The Davosa is thicker, I mean wider, and that's really a preference of what you prefer. Oh, sorry, I've got a hair from the rug. This is actually my wife's rug. We bought it. It's a really expensive rug, and I don't think she likes me using it. It's not a rug, it's like a blanket from a special sheep that we have here on an island called Gotland. So she doesn't like me using it, but I think it's a cool backdrop. But anyway, back to the watches. It just gives me a lot of hair everywhere. Steinhardt logo, Davosa logo, wider, thinner, but really both have really good bracelets, screwed links on both. And then we have the bezel action. On the Steinhardt, it's really stiff, and when you swing it around, it has a metallic sound to it. I'm really starting to hate the rug now. Anyway, listen to this. It's really stiff to the turn. It almost has a kind of a metallic ping when you turn it. It's subtle, but you can hear it. But it has literally no backplay whatsoever, and I really like that. The Davosa, I showed you the bezel action before, but it's better. It's easier to turn, but still it's affirmingly sturdy and not in any way too easy to turn. It's a really comfortable bezel to operate. There we have it. It has minimal back play, but it's really okay. But the thing is, I really like the red GMT hand and the red Ocean GMT text. That little touch of color, I really like that, and I actually like the bigger hour markers here. But this looks a little more clean. But I'm having a real hard time choosing between these two. If I could, I would keep them both. But I'm gonna decide in a couple of weeks. I'm gonna wear this for a little while and try to figure out what I'm gonna do. But the Davosa is actually a more expensive watch than the Steinhardt. The Steinhardt comes in at about, I think it's 650 euros. And the Davosa is like 850 or 900 euros. So it's a more expensive watch. I think they've, I'm gonna tell you everything about it in the review, but I think it's a modified ETA or something, but I think they're doing something special with the movement that Steinhardt maybe doesn't do. But still, I don't know. Actually, I asked my wife yesterday, I'm gonna put this on now. I asked my wife to take a blind test. She closed her eyes and I gave her the Davosa in one hand and the Steinhardt in the other hand, and I asked her, just based on the feeling of the watches. Which watch do you think is the more high quality one or the more expensive one? Which do you think? And she felt it for a while, and she actually picked the Davosa. And I don't know if it was because of the weight. She couldn't really explain why, but she just, yeah, on a blind test, she picked the Davosa as the more high quality feeling watch. I don't know if that says anything, but there you have it. It looks good on the wrist. Of course it does. It looks like a Rolex Submariner, one of the best looking watches in the world. Of course it's gonna look good on the wrist. I really like the Davosa branding. Did I show you the crown? I'm really liking this watch. There you have it, the Davosa. I don't know if it's a star or what it's supposed to be. I really like this watch. Anyway, I'm stalling. I'm gonna put that away, and I'm gonna show you the last watch in this unboxing. And this watch has been the watch that has made me more happy than any other watch on this channel. And it's not necessarily because it's the coolest watch that I've ever featured on the channel, because it's the thought behind the watch that is really cool. A couple of weeks ago, I posted one of my videos in one of my Facebook groups, in one of the Facebook groups in Sweden. And I stated in the text that if anyone has a watch that they would like me to feature in my channel, they're free to send me it. I'm gonna do it for free. I'm gonna do it for the fun of it and for the potential of the channel growing. Sorry, I'm gonna have to pause right there for a second and just take away a bag. It's blowing around right over there, and I think it's disturbing you, the audio. There we go. There we go. And then this guy from one of the Swedish groups, Marcus, from nowhere. We haven't done any deals before. He doesn't have a company. He doesn't want me to promote anything. He just contacted me and said, I've got a Yema I can send you. Would you like to feature that on the channel? And I was like, wow, great, man. Of course I would. And then he had to go to Gothenburg for the week, so he said, I'm gonna take the Yema with me because my friend wants to see it. Is it okay if I send you a Tag Heuer instead? And when I come back, I'm gonna send you the Yema. And you know, that right there made me so happy, because people trusting other people today, even if they have a lot of tattoos and a lot of beard, and that's fantastic. I really didn't think that there are many of those people around anymore, but there are. So he chose to trust me without any gain for himself. He sent me the watch on his cost. He paid for the shipping, and he just trusts me for no good reason. Actually, he just thinks that maybe it's good to trust people sometimes, and it is. And I really appreciate that, and that's why this watch is so special to have on the channel. Tag Heuer, they get a lot of flack everywhere. People think that they are taking way too much money for their watches and that they're cutting costs with plastic spacers and everything, but I actually like Tag Heuer. I showed you, I have a video when I'm comparing it. I had a Tag Heuer GMT Aqua Racer caliber 7, and I compared it to the Tudor Black Bay GMT, a really popular video, but I had to sell it because I thought I could just have one Pepsi GMT, and then I bought the Rolex one. But this watch is really nice. I mean, look at this. It's kind of a Rolex Explorer. It gives me a Rolex Explorer vibe with the blue, with the white dial in the orange second hand. Here we have it. Tag Heuer Aqua Racer caliber 5. It's a nice watch. A really nice watch. It's actually this watch makes me consider buying one of these, actually. There we have it, automatic, 300 meters. People might say what they want about Tag Heuer, but I like them. I don't have any problems with Tag Heuer. Actually, I have one problem, and that problem, I had the exact problem with my Pepsi AquaRacer GMT, and it's we only have push pins on the links, no screws. On a watch in this price class, I'm expecting screws in the links. I am, really. But besides that, let me just pop the crown so we can see the Cyclops. There we have it. Cyclops looking good. I love the orange detail on the second hand. Bezel. Once you turn it, it has, once it locks in place, it has no play at all. Really easy to turn, but it's not gonna turn unintentionally. Nice bezel. And I like that they have on the bezel, they have brushed, polished detail, brushed, polished detail, brushed, polished detail. It makes the bezel look really dynamic. It's a really cool watch. Let's put it on the wrist. There it is. I actually think that even though I thought the red Casio looked great with my tattoos, I actually think that a white dial watch is a good contrast to all the colors that I have here, and this actually looks really good as well. Fantastic. I've had a couple of watches with a white dial. I always end up selling them. I don't know why. But every time I get a watch with a white dial, I'm just tempted to buy it all over again. Looks good on the wrist, feels really comfortable. It's not sized for me, so I have to have the diver's extension out. We have a diver's extension right there. Tag Heuer clasp, 3-fold with the push pins to open. And that's exactly what I was talking about when I was talking about the Phoebus clasp, that they didn't have to have both. I mean, look how much more clean this looks than this. This reminds me of Seiko so much, and I don't want to be reminded of Seiko right now. I like Seiko, but I'm in a period that I don't really, I'm not that into Seiko right now. Cool watch, and I'm really thankful for the opportunity to showcase it on my channel. This is what it's all about for me. People helping each other out, people that don't have an AD to go to in their nearest, in their proximity, and people that are able to send me something so that I can show it to my viewers, and maybe someone will will like what they see and go out and buy that just based on my video. That's a really cool feeling. And that's actually the exact same thing that I do when I buy watches. I always look at those YouTube videos. There we have it, the Tag Heuer AquaRacer. And these are the watches that were featured today. Phoebus PY007B, Davosa Turnos 200 meters. We have the G-Shock Burton limited edition. You see what a monster it is compared to the other ones. And we have the red Casio G-Shock. There we have them. All of these are coming out in separate reviews, and I'm gonna do a homage comparison review. I'm gonna talk a little bit about value. I'm gonna throw in some Pagani design there, and I'm gonna talk a little about that. And that's it, folks. Thanks for today. I hope you liked this video. I did it in English as you requested, so now I have 2 videos up with the same unboxing, one in Swedish and one in English, just for you guys. Have a great summer, and I'll see you in a week or so. Bye bye.